the time has come for me to finish this build. As you can see, I already started taking it apart. This bolt up here, one bolt, no biggie. But I got to do this build because them boys down the street, they're testing at 10 o'clock at night, raring to go. So I got to get mine going too. Order some parts. Hopefully they'll be here tomorrow. Today's, man, it's early in the morning. It's like 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm gonna try to do this build in one day. So let's see how this goes. Basically what I'm doing now, I'm taking the wheel off so I can get one of these bolts off. On this side, actually, I gotta go to Home Depot and get longer bolts for the sprocket, and I'm gonna get a plate that's longer, extend this out probably to here, and then put a heavy duty plate on top of it. Well, yeah, overlapping, that way I can do oil changes, etc. And it'll fit on there, and then I'll cut this off, move this back here so I can extend this out a little bit, because once I put the engine on, it's gonna look kind of weird and it's gonna want to lift up. So, but yeah, got some new handlebars coming in, grips. I'm gonna take this thing apart and paint it a nice color, like black and white, probably. I like the black and white scheme on my go-kart, so I think I'm gonna go with that on this too. So that's what today's agenda is. I just gotta cut this plate off, move this bar back, move, shoot, I don't know what that's called, but move this from down here to back here. It'll lower it a little bit and make it a little sleeker. And oh yeah, have to relocate this bracket for the hydraulics. Hopefully I can like put it up here or something, just flip it and it'll work. We'll see how that goes. If not, I'll have to make a bracket for it, which I don't want to do. And then I'll cut these off, because they'll look really weird with the tire way back here and this on here. And I don't even think the engine will fit with this on here anyway, so yeah. But that's what today's agenda is, and let's get to it. All right, so I got that old sprocket off, and this is the new one. It's 42. This is gonna give me a lot of speed. It's gonna be great. I think I need to probably grinding some. Probably go around here, sand this down. That way this will fit, because I knew it wasn't gonna fit. Oh, it does. Not. But yeah, this is the sprocket I'm gonna put on here after I clean it up. And oh man, but as you can see, this thing is thick, and these bolts barely fit through, and that's not good for business. You see, they barely fit through. That's why I'm getting longer bolts for this, and I'll probably get some nuts for the back, because as much horsepower this thing's gonna be pulling, as small as these bolts are, it's gonna need that extra security on here. But man, I didn't realize how small this thing is. But yeah, let me run to the Home Depot and get those, and I'll be right back. All right, so I'm back, and all right, so I laid out everything that I'll be putting on here, minus the engine plate, whatever you want to call that. That metal is expensive, so I got some power washer, fucking, I guess, little holders that I think will work. So I'm gonna go grab one, and maybe both of them, and I'll probably use that plate, because it is actually for this size engine, so it should be able to hold. If not, I got a plate over here. If y'all can see it, it's like right there. I got this plate I could use, because it's actually mounted to another 13 horsepower engine. So I have plenty of metal, and also I don't know if I'm gonna use this engine because I noticed that there's like, is it a hole? Oh, that hole. So all right, good. I thought it was broken off inside. No, actually, yeah. So I'll find a bolt for that. If not, I'll retap one. Retap a hole for it and get this thing cleaned up and ready to go. This carb needs to be replaced. I got a carb in here I've been saving for this very moment. Boom. Oh, it should need to be replaced. Well, see, yeah, here's everything. This don't look like it's a 13 horsepower carburetor. It looks small. Let's see here in comparison. Yeah, same thing. Just throw a new carb on it. Yeah, this is it. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually I'm gonna get this motor up here on this table, get everything swapped out, and start cutting. So I didn't think I was seeing things. Yeah, it's broken off. See there, it's like barely any thread. So this head is gonna be a pain, or I could just use a different engine, which I'll probably do. I'll just dig out another one because I really don't want to put a lot of work into the engine. I just want to throw stuff on here and go. It's crazy, though. Man, this pisses me off because this is like bare. It's like perfect to do that, but I don't feel like drilling and all the other cool stuff with no results. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this off. Set this to the side and put this engine over there and grab probably the black one, because I think the black one will go good anyway with this build. Let's see. Yeah, and it also has a short crankshaft too, so perfect. So let me go and dig this thing out and start tearing it down. All right, so we got the black 13 horsepower. I heard nothing but bad things about it, like they don't last long, so I guess we're about to find out. So basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take off this airbox because it obviously doesn't have a, it's crazy. It doesn't have a carburetor on it. I remember buying it without that. This is actually, I bought this for another engine. So I'm gonna take this off, take this off, and then of course take this off and see what we're working with in here. I don't know if I want to do a delete or not. We'll find out once I get to that. But I hope y'all saw what I was doing. I'm taking this off, and this off. I didn't realize I was zoomed in. But yeah, this is a Honda GX 390 13 horsepower engine. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I'm gonna do springs, exhaust, and rejet it. That's all I'm doing, and that should be enough. Because 13 horsepower is a lot of motor and a lot of power going on this little thing, and I'm not trying to get too crazy with it. I'm just trying to have some fun with my friends. So let's get to it. Starting off with taking this off. All right, ran into an issue already, which is halfway fixed already, but it looks like I'm gonna have to remove this post or bolt, whatever you want to call it, because I don't think this is gonna work. So I put like a, yeah, see how much is left, and I'm not gonna rethread that, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove that. And actually I could just throw these on that other crappy motor. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna take this off because this is stuck on there. See if I can find another bolt that'll fit on here. And while I'm doing that, this looks like it right here. Come on, be it, be it, be it. It's not it. Damn it, damn it. Cannot find one that'll fit it. I don't think so. Now I'm pissed. I don't know. Maybe I could put this in the vise and loosen this. I'll try that. All right, I'll be back once I get this out, and then I gotta find. Oh. Like, that's one. Come on, go far enough to work. Yes, it's far enough to work. Now I gotta find another one like that, and then I'll be in business. That was luck. You know what happens when you get lucky? You get unlucky. So there's another one like it. I'm looking for one that looks similar to it. All right, let me go ahead and get on these and see if I can. It might work. And see if I can get this thing off. All right, see you in a second. All right, so I mean, like I said, this was easy to do. Got the new carb on, new air filter. It's supposed to be like, I guess, stage 1, whatever. Exhaust on there, which I'm gonna have to wrap because I always get burnt. That one was burning the hell out of me. And so I'm gonna see if I get me some 1-inch washer, spacers, whatever I need right here, because this is no bueno, and I really don't trust the whole watch jigs that tighten down right there, because mine keep coming loose on my slow engine. Well, it's not slow, but on my not as fast engine, because they're all fast. I've had this for a long time, but this is still brand new. It's just been sitting in my drawer. But all right, so the issues, I cannot get this freaking nut off, and I think that's it. The nut, I gotta readjust this thing because, well, I'll put a spring on it and see if I can find some washers that will just slide on here, which this is definitely not big enough. These are probably, I mean, I guess maybe I could just like put this on here, tighten it. Yeah, that would work. Is it big enough? That's big enough to be too small. I think that's the biggest thing I have. My little junk drawer. What sucks is that I don't want to lug this whole engine into. Oh, that's for my steering. Might have to scoot over to Tractor Supply and try to find some spacers, washers, whatever you want to call it. This mix is dope. Turn it down before I get demonetized though. Seriously doubt I have anything in here. All the new stuff I have is just useless. Yeah, it looks like I'm taking a trip. And I also, oh yeah. Oh, that one bolt. Oh, where'd you go? Hey, where'd that one bolt go? I have to rewind this because this song is dope on here. It's the right thickness, it's not the right threading. Probably the same thing. That one that I had was perfect. Shoot. Are you it? You look like you are not it. right, let me see if I can dig through here, and then I'm gonna run to the Tractor Supplies. Come on. Oh, perfect threading. Hell yeah. All right, so I found that. That's weird how I found that. Watch it be. Fits all the way in too. Good. Now I need to find some washers to kill the space, because I really don't want it out that far, because that means the engine's going to be farther out that thing is, the farther to the right the engine's going to be, and I don't really want it that far to the right, because the whole weight counterbalance thing, whatever. Right turns are going to be crazy, left turns are not going to be too bad. All right, see if I can find these washers and see if I can get this damn nut off. Okay, but before I do, I want to clean this thing up and let it dry so I could go ahead and paint it. So while I mess with the engine, that could be drying. At least I want to paint like the wheels, the forks, and the shit, you know what? I gotta cut that, put the engine on before I paint anything. Well, I'm gonna take off everything that I don't need to do the engine, like foot pegs. Everything's all crooked. I don't need the front wheel on, so I can paint that. I'm gonna paint the wheels, the handlebars. Yeah, I can paint everything except for the frame right now. I mean, I could actually paint the frame and just, when I cut it and weld it, I just repaint it. I got plenty of paint. This is crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna take the seat, all the plastics off, foot pegs, the wheels, front forks, and the front handlebars, and the brakes. They're going on this thing because these brakes suck. And I gotta cut that, cut this, cut that, check that metal. So let me get this thing together, wash it, and then I guess I can wash it. No, I'm gonna take it apart and wash it. All right, let me just disassemble this thing and I'll figure it out as I go. Okay, so I had this thing down as far as I'm gonna go, because basically it's easier to clean a bike or anything when you can roll it and everything's there, so that way you can just, you don't have to worry about missing anything. So I'm gonna get this a good scrubbing, and then I'm gonna take it apart. I'm gonna paint the wheels, the forks, the handlebars, the whatever that's called, and the foot pegs. I'm gonna leave the what's that thing called? Oh, I'm gonna leave the frame as is until I cut it and replace it with the metal. That way I can go ahead and put the wheel back on, line it up with the engine, and go ahead and paint the frame. And then that'll be it, because after that, I'm just putting it together. I gotta find a thing for a gas can. I don't know if I want to just throw a regular gas can. I got one somewhere. I had one somewhere. Well, I guess I don't have one anymore. I had a little bite one somewhere. I'm lost. Well, I know I got a white one somewhere, a little one, and I could use that as temporary. It was leaking. Somebody fixed it with some whatever cement, rubber cement crap. Well, hopefully it doesn't leak. It's in here, I bet you. And also, I want to get that other engine out. It's leaking. Replace that gasket and throw that on a go-kart so I can sell it. Man, why is all my stuff missing? I think somebody's stealing my crap. Anyways, I'm going to wash this thing and get this thing ready for paint, because while I'm doing all that, this thing could be drying. All right, I'll see y'all in a few minutes. So this thing's all cleaned up. This thing looks 100% different now, but it pissed me off because it's about to start raining. Perks in living in Florida. I don't know what that was, but damn spider. Still alive. Damn, look at this. Still alive. All right, so let me bring my supplies in. But yeah, this right here what I was saying. The metal that I'm gonna use for the plate, basically cut it like right here, there, and across, and that should be plenty of space. But I'm gonna measure it just to be sure, because I think I'm gonna go from like here to here, just make it like the width of this frame right here. So I'll measure that. I have to relocate this. See if I can actually reuse that, but I doubt I can. Because if I relocate this, I'm gonna have to relocate this, and it's the whole world messy. So since it's raining, I'm gonna go ahead and take apart the stuff that I'm going to paint, let that stuff dry, run to the store, and get those pieces for that, and hopefully I can cut. I'm gonna have to cut that bolt off. Man, that sucks. I'm gonna try to get that nut off while cutting it on an angle. Maybe it'll come loose, but most likely I'm gonna have to cut it off because that thing is stripped. All right. Oh yeah, and also, I don't know if I showed y'all. Found me enough for that. All right, I'm gonna take this thing apart and find me like some towel somewhere and dry the stuff off so it'll dry faster. Oh, this thing's stripped down. Man, I wish I would just keep it. This would be so much easier because I really don't feel like cutting, but I got to. Where is my cutting stuff? All right, so I got that out. Oh man, let me measure this, cut this, and weld this. That way I can get this thing together, start painting. But let me see. Got the wheels and stuff off. I'm not sure if I want to paint this black or white. That's going to be black. That's going to be white. But wheels white. The forks black. I want to do that white. Should do a white. Do half of these. The bottom white and the top black. That'd be dope, I think. I think the white handlebars would be dope. Black forks, black seat. Yeah, I'll do that. Could be too much black, so cool. Balance it out. All right, let's do this. All right, here's what I got so far. So I painted the wheels, the handlebars, the handlebar neck thingies, the forks, the foot pegs. Actually, I need to put another coat on them. And the other part of the handlebar neck thingies. So that's pretty much done. Key ingredient here is what I need. Like I gotta cut this out and cut this off, pull it back. Then, yeah, you can see the lines. I already made my little plate out of here, covered names. Man, is that? Damn it, that's a task. More shit I gotta cut. Yeah, I saw that because it's gonna be hard to cut while it's attached to that. I gotta cut that first and then cut the square. But yeah, after that I'll have that on there, and then I gotta cut that off, put it back here because there's not enough metal to make. No, maybe I'll use that. I don't know, maybe I'll use these. They're a little bit longer. Match them up, drill holes in them. Nah, I'll just cut that. Gotta keep it simple. Alright, let me go ahead and finish cutting this up and get this mounted. And so I got these cut off. So there's no turning back. There's one. And it was the other one was so hot that I dropped this over there. So I'm trying to let them cool off. Alright, so I need to cut this off. Well, I'm debating on cutting that off first or that. Because I know that's going to take probably a whole disc. Oh, I have 2.5 left and 3/4. 1, 2. That one and this one. Looks like I'm about to use all these discs up. These ain't no good, they're too small. That one's almost done. Alright, so alright, so I'm saying cut this first. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cut most of it and then I'm gonna cut the back. then I'm gonna come and cut that off. Actually, I'm gonna cut that off first. Yeah, so this is a pain. All right, so what I need to do is get around this. And I think that's why they cut that off, because it's just in the way. And that's the only thing that's holding me up. I'm gonna try to get it from up top. But I doubt I'll be able to get it from up top because sparks are just shooting off of that into my face. So I'm alright, so actually I can do that wrong. This up. Alright, that might work. Cut it right there. That might work. Just want to make sure it's enough so that I don't have to do too much gap welding. And oh yeah, and I gotta cut this off eventually too, which looks like it's only a few tacks on top and straight through on the bottom. Easy work. I'm trying not to cut this. See if I can salvage it right where it's at, which I got it because where the engine sits, the chain is not gonna work. Oh, the chain adapter. Well, if I need to, I'll just cut it off and relocate it. All right, let's see if my plan will work. All right, so here is the 42 sprocket on here. Looks good, man. Like, that's like mint. You know what I'm saying? That white. All I do is just finish the frame now. I'll try to put the brakes on this, but for some reason, I don't know what's going on with that thing. Anyway, I'm cutting out the floor pan, and then I'm gonna pull out the welder and weld everything on, and then I'll be ready for paint. And then I'll reassemble it and get the engine on there. That way I can, oh, here's the engine right there. Go ahead and line up the, the clutch, centrifugal clutch up with the rear wheel and get this thing lined up, and after that, should be able to ride it. Oh, I gotta relocate the brakes, so as fast as this thing's gonna be going, I'm gonna need brakes. All right, so I am, I guess, yeah, halfway through this. I got it right that time. Just gotta cut here and there, and my plate will be off, and then I go ahead and bust out the welder, get that welded together, and we'll see, weld that and weld the back wheel on. Oh yeah, I gotta cut off that bolt. Oh, that bolt. But where is it at? Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm on my 5th one, and this is almost done. Even though a few of them were halves, but still. So I'm figure it's gonna take this and one full one. I got two full ones left. One full one, and that'll be done. I think all my cutting will be done for now. Well, I gotta cut the brake thing off too, so I'll probably just go ahead and knock that out also since I'm here. And pull out the welder, start the welding. The brake's gonna be the last thing I weld on because I gotta line up the wheels first. Craziness. All right, let me get to it. All right, fast forward. About to go ahead and weld this metal piece on. Line this up. Get a good tack on it. Matter if it's squared off, it just matters that the engine fits, which looks like it will, hopefully. My concern is that this tubing that's going under here, well, looks like I got enough. The tubing that's going under here won't work. Wish I can lift that up somehow. I'll figure something out. Whew, it's hot. I don't know, maybe I got some square tubing that'll just work, and leave it at that. Oh, square tubing, that'll work. Let's see, anything short. That is all long. Alright, so I'm gonna cut this. Thought I was done cutting. Put this across here. That way it'd be a little sturdy. And across, oh man, I hate to do that. Put this across here. Hold on. Put this. All right, put it across here, and that should sit at the right height. That way, if I need to get a bolt underneath where the frame is, it'll be fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and line this up, cut it, and get the welding. All right, finally, down to the easy part. Well, this is the easiest part. This back here, that's gonna be pretty hard. But yeah, this is gonna be the easy part. Welding this on, this is like see the light at the end of the tunnel, because after this, all I do is just line up the engine and put everything back together. You know, I don't know if I want to paint it and then line it up. I might paint the rest of the frame because I want to put this thing together, and then painting this part will be the easy part. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and weld this, and I'll show you all the after weld, the horrible weld. But yeah, but what I did, I cut this square tubing so this will lay like kind of even, elevate it a little bit. And if I need to, I'll just put like another piece of square tubing underneath here for support if it's flimsy. If it's not flimsy, I'm just leave it. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be flimsy, or I might run one straight down the middle. We'll see how this works, and hopefully it just works. All right, let me shut up and get to it. All right, so we got the plate welded on horribly, but it is solid. And I got the rear mounts. I have to do a lot of gap welding because you see these gaps, they are gapped. But yeah, I got it on there first. Well, not first try, but it's actually on there. I forgot to cut this off. But I got to cut this off and like mount it somewhere in this area so that I have rear brakes. But I want to see how it fits on there first. Damn, that sucks. I should have cut that off. All right, so I want to just give y'all this update. So I'm about to finish welding this, and I think I'm gonna take it over there, paint it white. That way I can put it back together and see what needs to be done. So that's how I roll. But yeah, the 390 big bore, big block build. Then I'm gonna replace these, don't worry, I'm gonna replace these. These are just temporary, I'm just out of metal. All right, but let me get this done. Let me finish welding, and then I'm gonna get the paint. Okay, gap welding complete. Enough. I think it's gonna hold. We'll find out when I ride it. But it looks straight, looks pretty even actually, that's crazy. It looked like it was actually canted a little bit on one side, but it doesn't look like it'll be noticeable. So I'm gonna leave it as is. I'm gonna get the scrub brush, go over the welds, try to clean them up, move it over there. Once it cools off, do some white paint on it. Nice. Pumped. Yeah, here's the welds. Not too bad for a horrible. I think it's not too bad. All right, well, let's get this thing over the paint. Body's done, let's get the paint. I don't know what it is, but it's something about the white frame just makes it pop. Whew. Look at that. Can't wait to put this thing together. Just need this to dry and the kickstand. If it's gonna fit, I don't even know if it fits. Everybody takes theirs off, so we'll see how that works. But yeah. Oh man. Put one more coat on it and that'll be it. Let it dry. Then take the wifey out for dinner celebration. All right, so we are officially back in the bait cave. I'm letting this thing dry a little bit more. And then I'm gonna throw this thing back together. I know you probably noticed that I painted the engine plate, whatever mount thingy. Yeah, I painted that just so that it'll be one color for now. I'm gonna make it a roller. I think I'm gonna end the video after I assemble it. And then I'm getting to the next video where I finish the engine because I need to take gas can off. Get some spacers for this. I never got a chance to get out and get them today. Change the oil. Put the springs in, whatever pound they are. I ain't gonna reveal until I put them on. And see, oh yeah, make sure I have the right jets in it, because once it gets going, it's gonna be fast, small. Might need to get bigger bolts, because I don't know if these are gonna work for this. But we'll try them first. If not, I can always drill bigger holes and get bigger bolts. But all right, I'm gonna let this dry some more, which it should be dry. Feels a little sticky. Let this thing dry some more and start to reassemble, because I really want to get, I just want to see what it looks like together. I know it's gonna look dope, because I always make dope bikes. Like, I gotta paint this one still too. I'm probably gonna do that like a red and white and black. Red, white, and black. Alright, so yeah, let's I'll be back in a few minutes. I always do that. Alright, so it's dry enough, I guess. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put it together. That way I can have a roller, and I'll let it dry that way with it together. And I just want to see it together, actually, to be honest with you. That's why I'm putting it together, because I think it's going to be a dope scheme, and I want to show it off. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this thing together. I would do a time lapse, but I don't even know how much memory I have on my phone. All right, let's do this. Let me start putting this thing together. It's crazy, with just the front forks on and the seat, this thing looks like a completely different bike already. Oh my goodness. So anxious. My hands are filthy though, so I'm like messing up the white. It's not already dry, but it's okay. Ain't gonna stay clean long anyway, so. All right, I guess I'll throw on the back wheels. Yeah, back wheels. All right, with the wheels on, I don't know. I might have to go with a different scheme. I got to see how it looks completely done with the, I guess, I don't know. I mean, I like it, but it's like plain. Might have to add some other colors to break up the black and white. It's a lot of white. Like, I'm about to add some more white, but the pedals and the kickstand over here, black. Maybe that'll break it up. Let's see. Let me finish it. I'm gonna put the handlebars on, and then see what it looks like with that. All right, so this is as far as I'm gonna go today, because one, I'm tired, hot, and dehydrated. But I like it. I mean, it's what it is. It just seems like it's missing something. I don't know. Engine. Yeah, so next video, I'm gonna get this thing going, figure out how I'm gonna get this freaking thing off. But that's why I'm stopping now, because I gotta get this big ass gas tank off and figure out what am I gonna do for gas. And let's see, the fenders, I'm gonna clean them up, through this one, because basically that's what it's missing. The fenders. The fenders are on there, it's gonna look dope. Let's see here, will this work? Will this look crazy? Yeah, it might work. I'm gonna take it off because it's scratching the paint. So, have it up. Yeah, because that mud ain't no joke. It's gonna look weird, but it's what it is. I think once I put the front one on, make it look better. Yeah, but that's it for this video. Tell me what you think. It's the 13 horsepower build, Motovox. 13 horsepower Motovox build, aka King Jr. That white bitch. Cocaine. All right, so yeah, kids don't do drugs. But all right, so thanks for watching. I haven't even seen this thing on the ground. Might not even. All right, let me put this on the ground real quick before I end this video. Yeah, so the kickstand is useless, but I like it better. It looks way better sitting on the ground, so I get a good view. Holding it up. And put it back on the stand until I get finished building it. I'll probably just cut the kickstand, make that thing shorter, but I don't know. Oh, there we go. Figure something out. But yeah, I like it. It looks better on the ground. It looked horrible on the stands. Everything's sitting nice and low. About to kick some butt. All right, well, tell me what you think. Thanks for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I need to paint these. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that. If you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, thanks for watching. Joining me. Hopefully my future videos will be better. Also, hit that notification bell for upcoming builds if you did like the video. All right, well, Bacmancave is out. Y'all be safe and happy riding.